All right. Hello, 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 hello. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Hello, Jeff. Hello, Jerky. Hello, Leafy Greens. Hello, Zarabis. Hello, Silent Wolf. Hello, Chody. Acridian's redeeming Hydrate. Okay, I'll do a chug-a-lug for you. Oh, I've got a good idea. Hello, Lingo. Hello, Scribble Eye. Hello, Plushel. Hello, Scuzz. Thank you, Nicridian, for the tier 3. Huge, massive. Tier 3 resub for 29 months. How are we doing? How's everybody doing today? How are the vibes? Are the vibes here? Hiding inside from the heat. I see. We have not experienced the same weather. Because what is happening here is not the heat, but in fact just kind of rain. Trying not to hydroplane off a toilet with how hot it is. That is one very descriptive way of saying it. Go. I'm just here practicing some Odyssey. I didn't really have anything to say for the, usual DD's face part of the broadcast. So I figured I'd just get right into the practice. Hello, Explosive Tacos. How's life? It's okay. Okay. Oh, the lights are not on. Let's fix that. Why am I dying, you might ask? It's because I'm not using the practice mod, so... If I do go into the box, then I won't be able to get out without warping, and this whole practice sesh will be a lot slower. Why am I not using the practice mod? Because the Switch that I can put the practice mod on, Odyssey is updated, or rather downgraded to 1.0, which is not compatible with the practice mod, so I'd have to figure out how to re-update it. I don't even know if the practice mod is compatible on 1.4. It's possible that it isn't. Lots of unknown variables, basically. That I did not have the time to set up for. Who else is here? Do we have any moderators here? Are moderators alive? Or are we living in anarchy? Meat is working, but they are here. Thank you for your presence. Meat be working. Be working that meat. All right, I think I got that. That seems stable. How's everybody doing? Happy Tuesday. Did you have a nice Monday? Despite all odds, I guess. Blech. Boring as hell at work. I see. You might have jury duty tomorrow? How exciting! That's not gonna work. First time OOTing and Celesting for async? Yo, nice. Brother. Yeah, I'm still, I guess, mostly recovering. I don't even know if you can call it recovering, but just like, it was so nice to be surrounded by friends for the last 2 weeks. And so now I'm just kind of in the silence again. So getting back to the normal of being alone here. It's been tough. You know, back into the normal of the usual things like, you know, pointing out this number that exists that is annoying to bring up all the time. Things like that. That was hot. Yes, indeed. Such is the nature of being an online content creator, I suppose. Is that a lot of friends live far away. So there is often goodbyes. Ow. Numbers, yes, numbers. Okay. All your favorite people live far away? Yes. Like the number 1, for example. That's a number. That's currently the number that we're at for the day. We hope that the number gets to 40. Ow. What's up, 12? Speaking of numbers, that's 12 and 7. That's 2 different numbers. Nice triple jump, Mario. What's your favorite number? Right now, it's 40. It would be really cool if we could get my favorite number's worth of subs today. I love subs. Love them. Nice triple jump, Mario. Honestly, that being a Velhart quote is just so fitting. I don't know if you guys remember Velhart. But he's a very Viking-looking man. 40 bits. Oh my god, my favorite number of bits. Thank you, gamers, for the 40. Scuzz, thank you for the gifted sub to I Love Subs. Yes, true. Sub number 2 on the day goes to I Love Subs. What subs do you think they were talking about, chat? Jersey Mike's. Johnny Jims. Jeff, thank you for the gifted sub to Sooty Owl. Ow. Mackie, thank you for the tier 1 for 26 months. I'm really grateful for your sub-age.
Choo 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 choo
Choo
choo choo choo choo choo choo choo.
I said he was kind of tapering out towards the end, and then he kept going. Nilween, thank you for the gifted sub to 40. I wish that's how it worked. But that is my favorite number right now. So, oh my god, you did it! Whoa! Well, that surely is one way to do that, I guess. You know what? Let's just get into runs. I'm ready. Thank you, gamers, for 360 bits to even out the 40 earlier, I guess. And Leafy Greens, thank you for the 100 bits. Jerky, thank you for the 200 bits. Do we have a hype train going? Is that what's happening? 24/7 Danger's been popping off. Are they doing well at the Iron Mario? They never win 100. Sorry, spoiler alert. Or do you just mean in viewer numbers? Gamers, thank you for the gifted sub to 4T. I guess that counts. They won 70. True, they did do that. They did do that. What a gamer. What a gamer. Thank you for hopping on that hype train. Yeah, I've been happy to see how many people were hanging out in there today. Thank you for doing that. Important, I think. Because... Whoa! Lingo, thank you for the gifted sub to 20 times 2. Is this how we're going to get to 40 subs today? We're just going to gift subs to different denominations of the number 40? Is that how this is going to work? Is there a 4 times 10? Is there a 10 plus 10 plus 10 plus 10? Is there a 20 plus 20? Is this really how we're going to do this? Lordy, lordy, look who's 40. Okay, that's fun. That counts. What? Wigglytuff? Is Wigglytuff number 40? Man, I love Wigglytuff. Fucking love Wigglytuff. Doodle, thank you for the tier 1 for 23. I really appreciate your support, gamer. Thank you so much. Welcome back. You're almost at 2 years. 2 years. Whoa! 12, thank you for the gifted sub to 4D. That counts. We count those. That was a rough cap. Rough cap. Still sub 20 somehow. I certainly don't mind the silliness. It's getting that sub number up. It's not 1 anymore. That's poggers. Thank you for your support, everybody. If there's a Catvan account, but that would be 80. That's not 40. Vin is 80. Or Vin is 20. Uh, 40 is 40? Yeah, 40. Thank you, Scuzz, for the gifted sub to 40. 40 in French. You guys are a bunch of goofballs. Hey, but now we're at 10. Poggers. That's a 2-digit number. Yippee. I guess there are 2 things I wanted to talk about, but I can just do it while we're speedrunning. The first is that thank you, everybody. Okay, first of all, we're going to say thank you to Jerky for the gifted sub to... I'm not sure. That does not look like 40 in Chinese. But what do I know? Oh. Ah, we just lose. Cool. Route 1600. I see. Oh, I guess I see a circle in there, and that might mean it's Korean. But there's not very many circles in there. It's like only 1. I don't know. Thank you, Nilween, for the gifted sub to 4 T's. That counts. Chody, thank you for the gifted sub to Husbando Delusions. My relationship with Bowser is none of your business, okay? 4 knee? I think that counts. Yeah, I think that counts. That's close enough. We'll put it on the scoreboard. It says it's Korean for coffee is just coffee. I like that. I don't really know what it implies, but thank you, Meat, for the gifted sub to 4 knee. How do we have a level 4 hype train where all you guys have done is meme? What is happening here? Are these memes really worth it, chat room? Sure, just ignore my inputs. That's perfectly fine. What is occurring? I'm being betrayed. It makes gifting more fun, but you do realize that, like, none of these are real people, right? Like, 4knee is not going to come to the Twitch chat and be like, oh my god, I got gifted a sub here, and now I'm a valuable member of our community.
Last of my bits. 40 40 40 40 40 40 40 40 40 40 40 40 40 40 40 40 40 40 40 40 40 40 40 40 40.
Thank you, Scuzz, for the 103 bits. Garanta, that's, I think, Spanish. Thank you, Shady Wolves, for the gifted sub to Garanta. You don't know that? My empirical evidence, my anecdotal, I suppose, evidence would suggest that it is a 1 in, like, 10,000 chance of actually happening. Oh, Italian. Martin would have yelled at me. Cuarenta. So, okay. Similar, but not quite. What are you guys doing? Nilween, thank you for the gifted sub to what I assume is 40 in either Japanese or Chinese. Shady Wolves, thank you for the gifted sub to Cuarenta. Jerky, thank you for the gifted sub to 40, 40, 40, 40, 40, 40, 40. You guys are dorks. We're almost halfway to our daily goal. Halfway to 40, 40, 40, 40, 40, 40. There we go. Scuzz, thank you for the gifted sub to Yon Chu. Is that... Is that 40 also? Nice, brother. Okay, this game is not behaving the way that it's programmed to behave. Wouldn't it be really funny if someone just dropped 40 subs, like, right now? Instead of, like, beating around the bush, they were just, like, 40 of them. Wouldn't it be really funny? Nelly, thank you for the gifted sub to 40 in Japanese. Soup, thank you for the gift. Nope, the resub, I should say. Tier 1 for 45. That's a lot of months. It's more than 40. Gamers, thank you for the gifted sub to 40. We finally hit Spanish. Maybe not $240 funny. I mean, you guys have already almost got there anyway. Collectively. This hype train's level 5. What if we got it to level 40? Where's my dive, brother man? All right, apparently we need to practice. Well, now I can't practice because the rock's broken. Turbo Tank wants a flip a coin prediction. Hey, okay, chat, hear me out. Ready? Are you ready for this? If 6 people gifted... What is that? What is 40 divided by 6? Does that even split evenly? No, it doesn't. If 6 people give like 7-ish subs, then that would only be $40 each. Anyway. Flip a coin prediction is up. They changed the text. The text is thinner. They got rid of the boldness. It is now just thin. The coin flip feels less pressing now. It's very thin. Breaking Habits, thank you for the gifted sub to 40 in Spanish. Or maybe Portuguese. Both, probably. I mean, we hit English, French, Spanish, Portuguese, Italian, Chinese, Japanese. There's still some languages in there if you guys wanted to get creative. German, Dutch. Did we do Korean? We did Korean. I thought the Korean one was just coffee is just coffee. That's not 40. That's coffee. We're missing Urdu. We're missing Bengali. We're missing Arabic. How could you guys forget Arabic? You watch my YouTube videos. Well, welcome in. Thanks for coming to check out the Twitch stream. The Lego getting a gifted sub from Chody. Thank you, Chody, for the gifted sub. That's really kind. Gibberish? Isn't gibberish just the absence of, like, one coherent language? Anyway, the hype train's over. You guys can stop your silliness now. Are we manifesting a new 3D Mario this fall, everyone? I'm always manifesting a 3D Mario, and it never works, so I kind of gave up. Thank you, Tyrone. I hope your runs were fruitful today. I saw some golds in a run earlier today. still benefiting from that loading time save. I take it. Any new interest in the DK game? Yeah, I'd say so. It looks pretty fun. Started off fire, then went poop. It'd be one of those days, you know? Sometimes you start strong, finish sloppy, and sometimes you start sloppy, finish strong. Mario, I hate you. I hate you even more now. I said we could stop the silly. The hype train is done. What is going on? Thank you, Lane, for the gifted sub to 4-0. You're a bunch of goofs. PBs only ever happen on the first run or the last run? I mean, definitely, because, like, if you PB, that typically is your last run of the stream. Like, the salty runbacks never fucking work. Good luck for the Odyssey runs. Thank you, Copy Paste. Thank you for your generous support. Everybody, we're only 15 subs away from 40. Forty. 40. I love when that happens at X10. Very rare for something like Odyssey, but I do love when it happens. Pita. Forty. Mega Man X, any percent? Nice. That seems like a hard game to play. And, like, be able to just de-rust off. And come back with a PB like that. 40. Anyway, there were a couple of things I wanted to talk about at the beginning of the stream. First of all, I am very grateful to all the people who continue to enjoy the 24/7 stream.
40.
Scuzz, thank you for the $2 tip. Mario, over here, please. 40. Eventually I'll be able to talk about these things, but for now, Soup wants an icebreaker card. So on my desk, cards, on those cards, questions. If you'd like one, press 40 in the chat. Barry is raiding with a party of 40, 40, 40. 40, 40, 40, and they're resubbing for 40 months. Holy shit. Barry, lots of love to you. Thank you very much for the raid. Welcome. Everybody go follow Barry this instant. This frame. Italy cycle. That'll work. What is your opinion on whether or not we get an Odyssey 2? I don't give a shit about an Odyssey 2. The only thing I care about is that we get another Mario game. And lucky for me, Mario is like the most recognizable video game franchise in literal existence. So I'm not worried because I know there will be another one. But it could just hurry the fuck up a little bit, please. I don't care if it's Odyssey 2. It should just be another 3D Mario game. Anyway, icebreaker card. Are people too easily offended? Are you easily offended? That is the question. I think that if it hits some sort of like deep-seated self-esteem type of issue, like something that I already believe about myself that is bad, and someone kind of hits the nail on the head about it, then yes, I can be quite defensive. Otherwise, no, not at all. Are other people easily offended? I don't know. I think that really depends on the person. How dare you ask such a question? Not easily offended, but easily hurt. Does that not come from the same place? Nope. Sometimes you just gotta do a backup. Easily offended sentiment most often from conservatives when complaining that they can't make racist jokes. True. I think that being offended is kind of a dog whistle nowadays. Raisby. To me, offended means angry. Okay, well then, if that is the terminology we're using, then I retract my statement about it because I don't get angry, I just get sad. But I was under the impression that they came from the same place. Yeah, like, what is the difference between taking something personally and getting offended? This is such a boomer question. What, are you easily offended? Yeah, are you a woke liberal snowflake, or are you an enjoyer of comedy? By the way, we'll flip the coin when this run dies, I think. Rather be a woke liberal snowflake than an inconsiderate jerk? Me too, Steven. Me too. Also, good to see you. It's been a minute. You're going for a new PB this stream? Isn't that the purpose of all speedrun content creators? Like, if I was not going for PB, what would I be doing? Just a thought experiment, I suppose. Guys, thank you for the gifted sub to Steven. Thank you for the gifted sub to Bejeweled. Bejeweled didn't have a sub? What is happening here? Is the world okay? Searching for good times. Well, a good time for me would be getting a personal best, so I guess I am doing both. Nope. How did I get into it? Well, I started doing it in May of 2018. But I've been speedrunning a lot longer than that. So. In my opinion, ILs are not very fun. It's much more fun to play the whole game. And I don't think the ILs are a very good place to start, admittedly, if you're looking to get into speedrunning. But that's just my opinion. That's just my onion. Dang it. It's one frame off. You have strong opinions on ILs and they aren't good ones? Would you say that ILs offend you? Are you easily offended by ILs? Takes a long time to learn the whole game? Not when the game is only about an hour long at the top level. Quite simple, actually. You can just put on a tutorial and follow along with Tomshi's help. He's made an excellent tutorial, and all you have to do is just collect the same moons he does. Really quite simple, if you ask me. Really quite shrimple. You have strong feelings about the term bump? Yeah, bumps offend me. I heard once you speedrun a game, you can never play it casually again. It's a fully loaded thing to say. And it's probably true, but, like, not necessarily bad. Like, when I think of playing Mario Odyssey casually now, I think of, like, purposefully not moving around the game in a fast way. You know, like, choosing not to roll or, like, choosing not to do wall jumps up to, like, cool locations and shit.
No offense, but no offense, but no offense, but no offense. But no offense, but no offense, but no offense, but no offense, but no offense. But.
Are we okay? Should I have a nip? And, like, yeah, why would you want to play Odyssey casually when you know how to do all the cool shit? Like, the amount of skill that you've developed and knowledge that you've developed in a game, like, that's not a bad thing. And yeah, you might never play Odyssey casually ever again, but that's because you've committed to learning this game further. What value would playing this game casually bring you? None. Right? Like, you've already played the game casually once. What does playing it casually again even mean? Speedrunning is just a way to keep playing the game. Thank you, Jerky, for the 200 bits. I don't think that all games are the same, by the way. Like, Pokemon speedrunners, for example, can play Pokemon casually again by just setting, like, arbitrary rules where they don't use speedrun strats or speedrun Pokemon or something, you know what I mean? Like, not every game is necessarily the same on this regard. But for a Mario game where you know all the secrets, you know where to go and where all the moons are and stuff, like, yeah, I mean, once you've passed that point, what else can you do? Do I have connections to Nintendo employees? No. I don't work for Nintendo, my guy. Also, content creators are probably the last place that you want to start looking for that kind of help, because content creators get largely ignored by Nintendo because we do things that they don't like. So. Now, if that's a copy pasta and you're just trying to be funny, I did not laugh. Not funny. Didn't laugh. I guess I can flip that coin now. Yes, but they won't be speedrunners, said. That's for sure. Can you see the result? Speedrunners definitely don't have connections. It's Tails, by the way. Tails was the winner of the coin flip. As an any percent runner, do you know where every moon is? Yes. I don't only run any percent. Exclamation mark PB. We'll take you to my speedrun.com profile. And you can see all the Odyssey speedruns I've done. World Peace is like getting all the story stuff. while also getting to the credits, because any percent obviously doesn't do any of that. I did PB nipple percent the other night. I haven't submitted it or even recorded it. Of course not. Am I a Pikmin fan? I'm not a big fan. Not really. Games are kind of fun, but not really my thing. I prefer platformers. Gonna be exciting to see me play Bonanza. You're gonna be excited, titillated, in fact. How do you manage to play and read chat? When you do this for 5,000 hours like I have, you learn where all your breaks are. You learn when your eyes can leave the screen.
See that?
Moon animations mostly, yep. Wow. White people happy in the chat? Ho. Hole it is. Hole it is. That's the one I said. Would I live in New Donk? I mean, I wouldn't live in New York, so probably not. I don't really like huge, gigantic cities. I like visiting them. But I don't think I would enjoy living in one. Just like I don't enjoy the top of the hour ad break, which is coming in 50 seconds. Which kingdom would I choose to live in? Luncheon. It's kind of implied that everybody's a good cook there. 40 out of 10. 40. Hello? 40, 40, 40, 40. Hello? That's an up throw, Mario. What are you doing, brother? Incorrect. Bruh. Seaside is nice. Seaside is definitely the safe answer. Seaside is just a typical resort destination. Wooded because of the cool hiking opportunities. Yeah, but Wooded takes place, like, if you've ever paid attention to the Wooded Kingdom, it happens in like almost like a snow globe. There's not a whole lot going on in there. We're still talking about places you want to live. It seems like it's pretty easy to get around the kingdoms in this game. Metro Kingdom having a city space that high up? Yeah. Befriend the dragon in Ruin Kingdom? Yeah, you can try. Bow, bow, bow. What did Fairy say? Could I hold hands with the dragon in Ruin Kingdom? Yeah, I don't know. That's a bridge too far. I don't know if you can be saying stuff like that on Twitch. It's still Pride Month, it's okay. True. Anything is possible in the home of sexual. Mario, what are you doing? All right, it's time for the thing. Any raiders? Yeah, I knew that wasn't gonna work. Hey, it's fine. Do SMO speedrunners collect gay moons during Pride Month? I'm collecting gay moons all year long, yeah. That was fine. Yeah, it was all right. How difficult is Snow Dram? For me now, not very. Very basic level trick jump. Still miss it sometimes, but I still mess up all sorts of things sometimes. Clappy, clappy, clappy. I mean, some of it is muscle memory, but still need to focus.
Something now has handled more.
Really? That's interesting. Can we just, thank you. Thank you, Jerky, for the 200 bits and the Cernum Borm. Whatever that means. I'm just making all sorts of sloppy mistakes. Sloppy, sloppy, sloppy. Streamer doesn't understand Adamlish? No, I haven't. I did not take a degree in Adamlish, unfortunately. Not my native language. I do know that these bits are getting us closer to the nipple percent. If that's something people wanted to see. That's fun. That's cool and exciting. All right, time for the run to die, chat. Right here. Sure. What is happening? Is there a difference in the order in which you do the split-off kingdoms? It doesn't really matter. It's just easier to mash. It would only matter if you were revisiting them. Can we just talk to the man? Talk to the man. man. Well, they all got to live somewhere. It's probably just hiding. Uh-oh. Make it. That sucks. All right, PB's probably dead. It's probably fine, maybe. Ding-dong-bong. Wah, wah, wah. It's probably about a 16-second time loss. When was my last PB set? Last year. We're playing on Switch 2 now, though, so the next one should come pretty easy after I've derusted. What? Mario, what are you doing, brother man? Exclamation mark PB if you want to see what's going on with my speedrun stuff. Just grab the dude, man. Yeah, I don't play on Switch 2 controllers. I just play on Switch 1 still. They don't feel the same. They don't feel right. Sticks are too soft. All right, 20 seconds. Still winnable. Just not as winnable as it was before. There's a pill for that. There sure is, Jody. All right, the things I wanted to talk about before the 40 craze and the icebreaker card and the coin flip and the talking about Odyssey. First of all, I actually remember this year. but Kitten's birthday is the 26th of June. Which is in 2 days. That's it. That's all. Nothing else to be said about that. She probably won't even make an appearance because she hates us. But it's a big year for her. She'll be turning 10. Sorry, 9. I lied. Nice spin pound. Nope, not my birthday. Kitten's birthday. I am not Kitten. Last I checked. I'm a bird in a flesh suit, correct. Second thing I wanted to talk about is I wanted to thank everybody who has been hanging out in the 24/7 stream. Now, that's a fun little place that exists and is available for you guys to hang out and chat in whenever you want. Not very many people use it for the chatting part. But you do use it for the hanging out part, and I'm very grateful for that because you watching that channel does, in fact, help out the stream financially. Which leads me to my further point. That because we have this channel and because it has been going as strong as it has, I'm able to make some value judgments on how much I can reduce this number by, therefore alleviating the pressure from you guys, the stream, or the community, to have to haul as much ass keeping the roof over my head, because this is all I do for money, so you guys are supporting that, and I'm incredibly grateful. By the end of June, I will have a good idea of how much money I've made from this 24/7 stream, and I will be able to adjust this number accordingly, okay? So come July, I will change that number to something a little bit smaller. Don't expect it to be a gigantic change. It will be less than 10, almost certainly. However, there is one way that you could influence it and make it so that I change the number even more, and it would be for more of you to watch the 24/7 stream. What'll happen to our meme? We'll just have to make a new one, whatever the new number is. Really? 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 Alright, well, PB's dead. Mario! What the fuck is happening? I have never seen so much anguish in one place. Holy moly. Life must be boring for a Pokio? Are you kidding? They get to use their nose to climb walls. That's pretty fucking cool. So yeah, July, you can expect the daily goal to change. The number will change. How much it will change by will depend on how much the 24/7 stream is bringing in. But if you want a free way to support the stream, like you like it here and you think that what we're doing is a pretty cool thing or whatever, I'm just forgot how to play the game, I guess. And you aren't currently doing it, the longer you keep that 24/7 stream open, which is a free action, what the fuck? Mario! I don't know what's happening anymore. They kind of just hang out in Bowser's courtyard. I mean, you could say the same thing about every enemy in the game. That's probably not all they do, but they're stationed there when Mario gets there. I think 57's dead, too. I just threw it away into the trash. Well, it certainly hasn't gone good, but luckily this is the first run of the day, so we have time today to redeem ourselves. Very good. Another thing I wanted to tell you guys about is that also in July, the 2nd of July specifically, I'm going to be on the GDQ Hotfix show called Crosshairs, hosted by Dangerous, and I'm just going to be doing this. We're going to be doing the exact same thing, any percent speedruns, but on the GDQ stage. Yippee! So that's what? I think that's a Wednesday. It'll be at like 8:30 p.m. Eastern, which is like smack dab in the middle of my usual streaming time. So that's a little annoying, but probably what we'll do is we'll start like an hour earlier from my regular stream. We'll go for a few hours, and then when I have to switch over, we'll just raid into GDQ, and I can meet you all there. So... sure. Guess we're not doing the box thingy. There was one more thing I wanted to talk about, but I forgot. Hopefully I remember by the end of Mech. How do they get in the mech? Probably through its butthole. Whatever's at the bottom there. That's my guess. Oh, I do remember. So I posted this in the Discord, and I only tagged 2 people because I think there's only 2 people in my entire community that play Super Mario Odyssey and watch the stream still. Most people who speedrun Super Mario Odyssey never come by anymore. I'm not sure if it's because I offended them or I'm just old. It's probably the second one. But... I like teaching people how to do stuff, and I realize there's probably some value in, like, tutoring and, you know, explaining tricks so that people can learn how to do them. And so I was wondering if it was of any value to anyone. to do like a workshop day, like maybe not the entire day, but like spend an hour or so maybe talking about like a trick or a movement or something that might be kind of like intermediate / advanced level, so that maybe my words can add some sort of context to how the thing works rather than you trying to find it on your own and just kind of wing it, you know? There's not a lot of like intermediate / advanced information out there. I just don't know if there's any value in that. I don't know if people would enjoy watching that. Actually, Mech kind of doing Robo Brutal right now kind of reminded me of it, because that was something that 12.7 is trying to learn soon, I guess. Eat a pita. Nope. Plays exactly the same. Fuck you, Mario. Only thing is that the game loads faster. Are you playing in 4K? It got a patch? I mean, my monitor resolution is 1440, so 2K. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not really a huge snob for resolution past 1080. I really can hardly tell the difference. Frame rate is more important to me. There's definitely less places that the game lags now, so that's kind of cool. It means that the frame rate stays stable. Hello, Trixie. Where's your jump, Bowser? Fuck you, man. There we go. You never died on that part? Well, it's because you've never tried 2DSS, I guess. Clappy, 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 clappy. Fuck. All right, buddy. All right, buddy. All right. Hi, Pants Great. Thank you for being here, even without dog. Daily 58. There we go. Clappy, 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 clappy. Was that a new one? It was a new one. Yippee. We now have 59 58s, though. New PB for Switch 2? My PB on Switch 2 is 5802. We just keep comparing to our latest run. That's why the numbers are changing. Unfortunate about those bonks. It's fine. It's speedrunning. It happens. Even if Bowser's Kingdom didn't happen, I wouldn't have ended up PBing anyway, so... It's fine. Yeah, see how the number changed to 5824 somewhere down there? It's because that's my latest run. It's the one we just finished. All right. I'm going to play the credits. I will go to the bathroom, and when we return, more speed running. Okay? All right? Okay? All right? Okay? I'll be right back.
Gonna start.
All right. What's going on in here? What is going on in here? Thank you, Lane, for the 97 bits. 900 to go, apparently. We're back.
Tits for tits. tits for bits, bits for tits, tits for bits. Wow, wow, wait, wow, 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 wow.
Thank you, Nilween, for the 200 gay bits for tits. Tits for bits. Bits for tits. By the way, happy summer. Yeah, we are 4 days into it. The days are getting shorter from here on out, chat. Wah. Also, some progress. First of all, question. Chat, are you ready for a question? Good afternoon, Arveus. Good to see you. Miku is ready for a question. Pigeon is here. So the first question that I asked already is pretty cool, and I'm glad that you guys seem kind of receptive. I only got a few answers from, like, the 3 people who have speedrun in my chat ever. And that was, would you guys find some value in doing, like, a, you know, like a, maybe we have a Wednesday workshop day or something, Workshop Wednesday, where I break down in excruciating detail a intermediate/advanced level strat in Super Mario Odyssey so that maybe people who are speedrunning can find some value and add them to their runs. Because, like, first of all, I always struggle with this idea of, like, what is advanced. Like, when the question that I used to get when speedrunners who were new to Odyssey would come into my chat, they don't do that anymore. But one of the questions that was really common was, what time, like, what PB should I get in Odyssey before I start doing X trick? And, like, that's a really hard question to answer because it's not, like, correlated. Because the order in which I learned tricks was as they were coming out. You know what I mean? Like, it's hard for me to gauge which tricks are easy and which ones are hard. Because I learned the ones we knew about when they were found. So instead of me kind of making a comprehensive guide and being like, okay, so this is a trick and you're going to learn it when you get a 104 or something, it's kind of arbitrary. If you think anything is really cool and you're like, I want to incorporate that, then we could just kind of dig into it, you know? Yeah, how well you move the Mario. And, like, different tricks have different kind of skill groups, I guess. Like, clipping, obviously, requires, like, really, really precise timing. But that's different than, say, like, the cage triple in Lost. The triple jump where you give your hat away. Like, that's just good movement, right? So, like, how do you grade, like, nut clip versus that when they're two completely different things, right? But if there is something that you had your eye on as, like, a beginner, intermediate level speedrunner, and you're like, yeah, I want to start incorporating that, that's something we could, like, break down. And again, doesn't even need to be tricks. Like, it could literally be the Robo Brutal fight, birdless. You know, the beginner strats for doing that. Or it could be... This is Cloud, fuck. Hi, Martin, how's it going? Martin, when are you speedrunning Super Mario Odyssey for your Nintendo Switch? The Odyssey community do like assigning tricks to minute milestones? Yeah, it's weird, right? Just, it should be vibes-based. I will die if I try to do that. I don't think you'll die. I'll train you. You'll get a sub-hour tomorrow. I guarantee it. Straight up beginner route will get anyone to 110? Oh, yeah. Like, if you have Tyrone-level movement, you can use the beginner route and get a 104. Like... Yeah, that was weird. I long jumped into him. But even, like, you know... something like cage triple. Like, it's not a trick per se, but you come from here and you... There could be... Oh, I don't have enough speed. There could be some value in, like, learning how to do this movement-based thing, right? Like, even just learning how to do that, like, I know that beginners don't really do that. They'll usually opt for this one. And then come around. And then do this. Right? So I could teach you how to do the cage triple. We could break that down and explore some common pitfalls. The triple jump at the beginning? Oh, you're talking about, like, meme tree. Yeah, I mean, stuff like that even. Like, doing it without needing a slow setup. Like, doing it all in one momentum. That's also something that we could do. Cage triple, the Robo Brutal fight without the bird. Tricks, like actual clips. Those you have to be kind of careful about those ones, though, because a lot of the time they'll change the entire route of the kingdom. Are you coaching right now? No, we were kind of just talking about it. Can you do nut jump from minimum captures? I'm not on the right version to do that. And I don't think you'll ever see me do minimum captures on this stream. That's good, Pigeon. Yeah, absolutely. I didn't think you were. It's good to see that there's some interest in that idea. Oh, shit. I forget what the second question was. I said I had 2 questions, and I fucked up the remembering part of the other one. It'll come back to me. Oh, yeah, Snowdram is another one, yep. Well, thank you for visiting the Lego. So yeah, see, people assigning time barriers to tricks is an interesting concept. Because, I don't know, I feel like it puts unnecessary restriction on what you're doing. Like, if you're good at movement, like, why would you not want to try and learn Salt Triple anyway? Also, I think there's something to be said about, like, practicing things just for funsies in your off time, but not incorporating them into runs until you can get that thing, like, consistently. Just that the Odyssey community tends to have this kind of, like, hierarchical view of tricks that, like, I think it's just a way to try and categorize how difficult they are. But the difficulty of some tricks is going to be kind of comparatively arbitrary compared to others. Like, a clip is way different than, like, movement, you know? So, if you're really good at movement but not so good at, like, timing, you might find the movement stuff really, really easy, and you're just not doing it because you've been told that, like, you should have a 103 before you try it. You know what I mean? Like, it kind of... I feel like it kind of dampens your ability to progress. So it really just depends on, like, how well you move the Mario and stuff like that. Like, if you go back to my very, very first recorded run, it was like a 120 or something. Or I think the first recorded run was like a 113. And I was already doing, like, left side. So, like, you know, it's all just relative. The reason I was doing it is because it didn't lose that much time to miss it. and you have to do Cap Kingdom first in every single run. So my assumption was that, like, if I do it enough times in runs, eventually the consistency will get there and I'll be able to do it. Did I lose a lot of runs doing that? Oh, yeah. But also, I didn't really care because I knew that it was only like 3 seconds, so I would just keep going. Really? Also, doing stuff like that helped me prepare for backups. Because the other scary thing about, incorporating a new trick is, like, what if I miss it? I'm going to lose even more time than I was doing the safe strat because I'm not going to have a backup and it's just going to fall apart. But if you do incorporate them into your runs, then you kind of have to have a growing pains period where you learn how to adapt and fix your mistakes. Yeah, that's a fun idea, Jerky. The only problem is that it, like, unless the challenge is explicitly like, okay, so this is any % movement, this little chunk here is any % movement, but you only have to do it in, like, an IL setting where you go from, like, point A to point B in the any % movement, then that could be productive. Challenges, however, like, there was a thing in the Odyssey community where it was, what was it called? What did we call it? Like, trials or something? Were completely unrelated things. And, like, that's fun to test yourself, but it doesn't apply to any % runs because it's, like, doing something completely different. You know what I mean? So that wouldn't be very helpful because, like, maybe it'll help you with your movement a tiny bit, but you're still going to participate in that challenge within the framework of your own personal abilities. You're not really going to learn how to do the any % ones any better. Does that make sense? Like, if the challenge was to get to the top of the frog room without the frog, maybe you could get good at that, but within the framework of any %, you're just going to be losing time focusing on that, right? Because it's slower to do that. I wish Mario in different languages would sound different. Yeah, but then they'd have to hire different voice actors, Barry. That's expensive. Also, hi again. Welcome back. I think the challenge itself is just getting the trick. I think that would be, like, satisfactory on its own. Like, doing Robo Brutal without the bird. Can you do that? Yippee! What is happening, Mario? Okay. Shoutouts to the YouTube viewers, by the way. Thank you for watching on YouTube. What was the question I was going to ask? It felt important, but it clearly is not. Oh, the thing I was going to tell you. It didn't actually have... Oh, no, there was a question attached to it. I remember. Okay, so the first question was, is there an appetite for quote-unquote workshop Wednesdays? Do I maybe have drift? I don't think so. That was an Odyssey-related content question. Seems like people would be up for that. The second question I wanted to ask has nothing to do with Odyssey, but it does have to do with content. And I've been talking about it a little bit the last couple of days, even the last couple of weeks. But I really like hiking. I like going outside. I like exploring the really cool stuff around me. What do I mean by workshop? All the stuff we were just talking about, Martin. Everything. Someone who's trying to learn how to speedrun Super Mario Odyssey is like, oh, I see the top-level runners do this trick. Explain it to me. Help new runners figure out the kinks so that they can do it themselves. That kind of thing. Anyway, I like going outside. I like hiking. I like that kind of thing, exploring around and things like that. Is there... not on the main channel. It wouldn't make sense to do it here because this is all gaming and stuff. But is there an appetite from any of you? And you can post. What should we post? What's a ridiculous emote we haven't used in a while? Roll boost FRS, double roll boost, roll cancel, triple jump that saves like 0.5? Sure. Post that emote in the chat if this sounds at all interesting to you, the viewer, at home, watching me play children's video games. A cozy, kind of lo-fi vibe stream or YouTube channel where it's basically a POV of me going on a hike or a drive somewhere. I don't think that needed a ban, but no, I don't need a short-form video editor. Thanks for asking. We can please remove the ban on that person. No harm in that question. You're probably used to Fur getting that question 4 million times a day, but for me, it's kind of a poignant question, because the main reason I don't do YouTube channel stuff is because it's expensive as hell. But I also have no appetite or interest for making that kind of content anyway, so no harm done. But yeah, so the reason I ask is because hiking with other people is super fun, and I wish I could do it more, but in that absence, I still want to go on hikes and kind of motivate myself to go on them and explore the mountains and explore the beautiful scenery that's around me. And I think that part of motivating myself would include finding something productive to do with it, I guess. And I've gotten the gear basically set up for it. I have everything that I need, realistically, to begin that. So the question is basically just me asking, would there be anybody in my audience that would watch it at all? I'm going to say I don't like that idea because then you'd be making another thing that you love into work. Yep, I definitely considered that perspective. And you're right. However, I mean, I really can't know what my mentality is going to be on it. But it really wouldn't be any harder for me to just have a camera. Hiking does not have to have a monetary or useful function. Well, no, of course not. I guess that's not... You're kind of missing the point. I like sharing my experiences. I don't think I would be a streamer if that was a false statement. I'm not looking to really make a shit ton of money on it or anything. Like, I'm not hoping that it's going to provide the salvation I've been looking for. In fact, I highly doubt it will be a monetized channel at all. But it might be kind of fun and kind of cool to have a kind of video diary of the places that I have gone. By putting a camera on my shoulder and taking it with me. Nope. I appreciate that you brought that point up, though, Delilah. I think it's very important. Cool. You got to promise not to have any expectations for it? Yeah, see, I mean, I can't... Obviously, I can't promise that because I don't know. If that did end up being the case, I would promise to stop recording them and just go on hikes for my own enjoyment again. But really, my plan is to just kind of have the camera on my back and do the hike as I would anyway. And then if I have that video footage, I might as well put it on the internet. So, to me, that sounds like a pretty healthy framework for not caring too much about it, like, blowing up or anything. I really don't think I care about that too much. Would it be cool? Sure. But you gotta promise? I can't promise things that I don't know. Martin, can you promise to make sure that World War III doesn't happen? You promise. Oh, okay, that was easy. Sick. No World War III, guys. Martin promises. There is something I can promise, actually. And that thing is that, regrettably, at the top of the hour, there is a 3-minute ad break, I promise you. But I also promise that you can avoid those ads by subscribing to the stream for $6 or for free with Twitch Prime. Would there be much interaction with me during the hike? Will it be a recording? There's a lot of places that don't have stable internet out in the wilderness. So this is not streaming, Jeff. This is recording. Yeah, they changed the Twitch layout a little bit. They also changed the font in some places. Yeah, this would be recordings. When I say video journal, that's what I mean. There wouldn't be any interaction with an audience because there wouldn't be one. Until I post it on YouTube. And maybe if I get kind of fancy and creative with it, like maybe I get bored of just posting like raw, unedited hike, that I might reach a point where I like put a little bit of editing prowess into it, you know? Maybe. And maybe that would be cause for some sort of interaction. Would you play the recording on Twitch and talk with us? We're talking about like 3-hour videos, Jeff. Probably not. Damn it, dude. Pods, thank you for the raid. Welcome in, everybody. Nope, because despite all this conversation about not worrying about money and stuff, I unfortunately still have to worry about money and stuff. And so I can't make my video game Twitch stream about narrating a 3-hour hike. That's just not going to cut it. Nobody's going to pay me for that. People barely pay me for the thing that they're supposed to be. So, no, that will not be a thing. I'll just post it on YouTube. I could maybe premiere it or whatever, make it special, but... Hello, Band Slam. Long time no see. Thank you for the GL. Could do it on the 24/7 stream. Same issue. Unfortunately. I know that there are a lot of people who watch the 24/7 stream knowing that it will be helpful. But I also don't have like control over that 24/7 stream. Like I don't pick what gets shown on it. I have some sway, but it's just somebody with a server somewhere downloading my videos and then letting an algorithm throw them up there. So no, I couldn't do that. And also, I think you're underestimating how much time all of this would take. Because not only do I have to go on the 3-hour hike, which is like, 2 hours away, so I'm spending like an entire day off already going on the hike, but then I have to sit down for another 3 hours somewhere else in the week and talk about it? Yeah, I'm sorry, it's just not... There's not enough time in a day. Less interested in this idea if it's not interactive? Perfectly fine. This is why I was gauging opinions. Can't be for everybody. I realize I'm talking to a Twitch audience that is looking for direct communication with the content creator. And this is not what that would be. So I'm not going to be able to persuade all of you. I understand. Hello, Carlos. It's hot as hell in this shop. It's raining here. Do you want me to, like, blow the rain in that direction? It's a bit of a ways, but maybe it'll work. I hear thunder. That's fine, Blue. Again, probably not for you then. And quite frankly, even if all of you said that idea fucking sucks ass, why would you even suggest that? You're ridiculous for suggesting it. Like, get shit on dangerous. Why would anybody enjoy that? I might still do it anyway. Just because I think that it would be a fun, again, personal journal of the places that I've been. Blue, thank you for the tier 2 for 56 whole minutes. I really appreciate the resub. Fuck. Was the discussion about a hiking stream? No. Part of the reason a hiking stream can't really happen is because hikes happen in the wilderness where internet does not exist. What I was talking about was putting my GoPro camera on my shoulder, going out into the wilderness, recording the hike that I go on, and then uploading that kind of unedited footage to YouTube, maybe with some lo-fi music or light editing, perhaps. And I was only asking for people's interest in the idea mainly because I wanted to see if there was anybody who would want to watch that. But regardless of whether anybody does or not, it's not for you, it's for me, I think. So just trying to get a conversation starter out there. Of course, the interaction part could be, you know, you watch it and then you come to my stream and say, wow, that was a really pretty place that you went to. And maybe you have a comment about some of the things that I saw. Maybe I stopped to take pictures of birds and you're like, I think it's really funny that I can see your nose and your face and your camera when you lean forward to take pictures of birds on the stream. I think that's really funny. Some of the light editing could be, you know, if I do take pictures of birds, I could include some of the pictures that I took in that moment. You know what I mean? Ultimately, if I wanted to monetize this, the best way to do that would maybe be something like the 24/7 stream, where it's just 24/7 guy wanders through the woods. Again, that's not really my priority, but I do mention it because I think it would be kind of funny, kind of fun, and when I set up my 24/7 stream, Twitch explicitly told me that I was allowed to have 2 waiting room channels per partnered Twitch account. And so, like, Twitch has given the green light to another one. Still owe bird pics from last hike? Yeah, I owe bird pics from all of my recent adventures in the last, like, 3 weeks. I just haven't gotten around to editing them all because there's over 2,000 photos to prune through, so it's kind of a lot. Wind and bird noises and, you know, feet crunching into gravel, stuff like that. The only problem is that one of the pieces of equipment that I'm missing is like a good microphone for that. Because currently it's just the GoPro's microphone, which doesn't do a very good job of blocking the wind out, unfortunately. A second 24/7 would probably get less traffic than the existing one. Oh, I know. Yeah, I'm not concerned about that at all. We're stuck in DSS hell. Yippee. Just kidding, unless... First try, yep. Second try is good enough as long as the rest of Cap and Cascade are clean. You know what else is clean? Nintendo is rating. Thank you very much, Nintendo. Welcome. How was your stream? What were you up to? Hi, GL. Hi, GL. Welcome in. I'm Dangers. I'm a Birdman. I speedrun Odyssey. That's what we're doing today. Yeah, speaking of the 24/7 stream, I think the only thing that would stop me from pursuing that avenue, I guess, is if I did have two 24/7 streams running and, like, it physically detracted from the one that we already have. Then I would be like, okay, we probably don't need this hiking one. But it is such wildly different content. Stream went horrible. I did any percent, but killed it in mech. I'm sorry to hear that. That's not a fun place to lose it. I've been there. Maybe next time. Okay. We're still making our DSTA cycle. It's fine. No, everything changed, Blue. They changed the layout of a lot of things. There's like one font change they made that changed the layouts of a bunch of stuff. Not just you, nope. How have the runs been today? We finished a 58-24. That's cool. That's good. Yeah, not bad. $69.58s, yeah, only 10 to go. I'd like another 57 first, please. Nice, Mario. I guess that's one creative way to get back up. That was definitely gold pace. Oh well. Glad you think so, Blue. We're already losing like 15 to golds. Still sub 10 though. Oh no, Kitty's getting all scared. She's like really close to the ground. She's about to go hide under the bed. She knows the rainstorm is coming. She doesn't like them. How are we doing, chat? Can we get a vibe check, please? Easy. Yep, that is a thing, Carlos. Martin, I don't watch shows. The only time I watch shows are when friends say, hey, let's watch this show. And that never happens, so... actually, when Shasta was here, we did watch Three Body Problem. So that was cool. We do need to finish the ping pong. You're right. I would like to do that. By the way, there's a prediction up. Get your channel points in. Finish it post-stream? I have to make dinner, but if you can wait, then sure. That was a pretty good lake. Cloud is fine. We might not even get there. Who knows? We'll see. Three Body Problem scared the poo-poo out of you when you watched it? It's pretty gnarly. Yeah. That was a gold. Let's go. Seasons 2 and 3 are coming out. I'm sure Shasta will want to watch them. I'll still be streaming for 2.5 hours, though, Martin. I hope you know that. Predictions in, predictions in, predictions in. Nice, Mario. You might have popped up too high. I think we're screwed. Yep, fuck. All right, well. Refund the prediction, I guess. Oh, the honk might not be working. Sorry, Mix It Up does this thing where, for some reason, it doesn't recognize, like OBS doesn't recognize it as a new window or whatever. It's hard to explain. Should be fixed now. Yeah, we're going to be streaming for 2.5 hours, which means, chat, that you guys have 2.5 hours left to get to 40, 40, 40, 40, 40, 40, 40, 40, 40, 40. Oh! That's how many daily subs we need to sustain my mouth with food and my overhead with roof. Dangerous, that's so many subs. Why would you possibly need that many subs? Oh my god, you're such a greedy bastard. Yeah, I know. It sucks when 30% of it goes to taxes.
Tits.
Because, yeah, that number really has to get inflated by a lot. Pigeon, thank you for the 100 gay bits. By the way, that was not me criticizing taxes. Taxes are a good thing. However, it does require the general populace to make more than they actually need to make. Onyx the Panther, thank you for the tier 1 for 6 months. You heard food? Yes. You have successfully earned me, the streamer, like half a meal with that sub, so thank you. No one said that. I mean, I said that. I know how people view streamers broadly. Is that hail? Scuzz, thank you for the gifted sub to the community. Shit, are you kidding? There's something up with my control stick. I can feel it. It feels like there's something stuck under it. Oh my god, it's a treasure train. Chat, it's a treasure train. Oh my god, you know what treasure trains do? If we can get this hype train to level 5, then you get discounts on gift sub packs of 5 or more. Whoa! Wow! Oh my god! Whoa! Imagine, chat. Level 5 hype train. Wowie. Blocked out by the prediction, so it will fade into obscurity. Wowie. All right. DSS prediction. Get your channel points in. You blew your loads on 40, 40, 40 earlier? I hope not. We still haven't got to 40 yet. People can see both now? Oh, that's cool. Either it's raining very hard or it's hailing very softly. Yeah. Either way, we're not going to get the hype train to level 1, so it's fine. No harm done. This would be a very cool opportunity to get our Bill's goal filled, though. Just saying.
Friday, but what I saw was train. The lanes doled wide, and I had the rain the stare. Laura will roar, beyond stare.
Huh?
Was
Jerky, thank you for the 300 bits. We are only 9 subs away, chat. During a treasure train. Anybody got some free well, not free, but anybody got some subs to spare? Free in the sense of, like, they're, you know, they're just kind of hanging about. Frolicking in the wilderness. Not that they don't cost money. Some subs under the couch cushions to spare. Get this treasure train going, by any chance. Artie the Shark, paying forward a gifted sub. Thank you so much, Artie. That's really, really kind. And really, really generous. Thank you so, so much. If you got gifted a sub, make sure you say thank you. Also, that was fast. Hello, first time here. Hello, Cat Crasher. I like your name. It's very good. Only 8 subs away, chat, from 40, 40, 40, 40, 40, 40. There's a treasure train happening right now. You might not be able to see it, but it's there. Treasure train, treasure train. Is it working? No. No, it ain't. It ain't working. That's the way we do it. Money for nothing and your chicks for free. That song is very homophobic. Do you guys know that? They had a radio edit where they didn't talk about the faggot in the song, but... Also, I'm allowed to say that. It's my word. Still got that treasure train rolling. Need supporters on the treasure train. It's blocked by me. I don't see the hype train still. That's why I've been so annoying about the treasure train. Because I don't see it. Running out of time, though, gamers. Running out of time. 2.5 minutes left to keep the treasure train rolling. If we get it to level 5, gift sub packs of 5 or more are on a discount. Gift subs of 5 packs or more are on a discount. But we gotta get that treasure train up. Gotta get it up. I promise I'll stop being annoying as soon as this treasure train leaves the station. Don't worry. Danger, shut up. Nobody's gonna do it. You're right. I should. Yeah, I think this game is way too young to have a Summoning Salt history video. I don't think it's a bad thing. I don't think I'm saying a bad thing about myself. I'm just admitting the truth that the treasure train is rolling away and nobody's doing anything about it. Would have been a prime opportunity to get that Bill's goal met, but we'll just have to pray for the rest of the stream. It's okay. No big deal. I do miss the days of the stream where if something like this came up, we would be level 10 like in 5 seconds. That was those were the times. I admit, I miss those times. Things were so much easier. But they were easier for everybody, I guess. Thank you for the level 1. And thank you to the folks that did hop on it. I really, truly, genuinely appreciate it. Another raid. Focus site. Thank you for the raid. Welcome in. Hope your stream went well. Ah, classic. Yeah, that'll happen sometimes. Well, thank you for considering me as your backup. We won't be going anywhere for a couple hours. Yep. Don't know how to avoid that, admittedly. Oh well. Fuck you. Synthetic Princess, thank you so much for the support to the stream. Like, I've genuinely, seriously appreciate it very, very much. Thank you so much. I don't know why it went off twice. They only gifted once.
Hey.
But I'm really, really grateful for your support. Thank you. Thank you for the gifted sub. Well, there is no heat where I am. Also, I fucked up. I'm in Canada. Hello, Glaceon. How's the Switch 2? It's great. Yeah. I mean, there's nothing different here. Gameplay is exactly the same. Just loads a little faster, so that's cool. Mario Kart's fun. Oh, that's really rough. I'm sorry to hear that, Focus Site. Hey, Calbar, thank you for the Prime Gaming sub. I really appreciate your support. Thank you so much. We're trying to get up to that daily bills goal. It's been a hard fight. Hard fight to date. Not even a treasure train was able to motivate anybody. The best opportunity we had, gone. Slipped through our fingers. So I'm really glad that there are still people supporting like that. I really appreciate your subs, guys. Thank you. Thank you, Focus Sight. We finished at 58-24 today. So that was cool.
Remember, everyone, always show appreciation to your subs. Be like dangers.
True, Seraph. Thank you for the 300 bits. And thank you for getting our bit goal to the final destination. There will be a nipple % speedrun. Right after I fail DSS. Thank you, Seraph. Yep. Triple jump, Mario! Triple jump! Whatever. I feel like all of my energy and my desire just kind of sucked out of me in like the last 5 minutes. I'm feeling especially weak all of a sudden. Maybe tits will save me. Weak and powerless and kind of like I shouldn't even be here. Thanks, Martin. I don't think it has anything to do with performance in the runs. I think it's a little bit more deep than that. No, don't apologize for that, Blue. That's funny. Mario, you fucking missed, brother. Try again. Hello, Rainbow Bubbly. It's nice to see you. That's fine. Cappy, where are you going? Just... Jet reset, my name has an S on the end. Okay, well, I guess we have to go back to the beginning because Mario doesn't know how to jump. Anyway. Only mods can do that, unfortunately. There we go. Thanks, Delilah. Maybe it was at one point, but... there was obviously a good reason for changing it to mod only. I'm doing okay. I'm hanging in there. How are you? Mario, go forward, dumbass. Please. All right, see you later, Blue. I don't think you'll miss anything. Seems to be pretty calm and tame over here. We definitely won't hit 40 while you're gone, so you don't have to worry about that. Hello, Twitch Prime 547. Come on, man. Delilah's leaving too. All right. Why did it set to 1,000? What? No. 2,500, silly. Why did it do that? There we go. All right, you guys ready to get your tits out? It's coming. Coming soon. Who's still with me? Can we get a vibe check in the chat? Your tits are so out. Let's go, Martin. I'm so happy. Scuzz with the random gifted sub to Stella Cat 123. Stella's not subbed. I'm going to beat them up. Well, now they are, so they're safe for now. Thank you, Scuzz, for the gifted sub. You just said that you are done. You're at your limit, so you should probably stop doing that. If other people want to pick up the slack and get us to that goal, it's their responsibility now. You just told me you can't do that. Don't do that. I would rather be the one who suffers than the rest of my community. If we can't meet the goal, then it's not your responsibility. Are you kidding me? What? I will drink water when I'm done this kingdom. Nice, bro. There it is. There you go, chat. You did it. The bar has been reset. If you want to give bits to see some tits, that is on the table for you to do. I'll be right back. There's going to be an ad break pretty soon, so just keep that in mind. Viewers on Twitch. I'll be right back. Bird trivia, maybe when we get back. I'll be right back. All right, which one of you was it? I'm getting that off the screen. I don't want to think about numbers anymore. They hurt my brain. Whoever you are that gifted the sub, I'm extremely, 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 extremely grateful. Thank you for supporting. I would not be here without you. Straight up, would not. And I appreciate that very much. Like I said, the Bills' goal will be going down in July. So the number will at least be a little bit more attainable, but really not by much. And I'm very grateful for everybody who does show support. I would not be here without you. Also, there was a hiccup in the stream. I really do think it's tied to multi-streaming because there's the whole like YouTube vomiting thing, and there's the I really like Scuzz. I think just keep in mind that because of like, you know, paying taxes and stuff, it's probably not going to be as much as you think. It will be less than 10 for sure. Like, the amount that the daily gold drops. So I'm not fully optimistic, quite frankly. I wish that I had 4 or 5 24/7 streams, because then I wouldn't have to worry about asking you guys for subs at all. And my life would be so much easier. It's so easy for, like, all of the life to just get completely sucked out of me. What's up, Cody? Good luck with the night shift, Chody. It's so easy to feel like it's coming to an end. Any day could be it, you know? Sorry about the bird trivia, Jeff. We'll do it after. I just need to kind of get back into it. Yippee! We love to hear it, Chody. Sorry you got put on the tough shift. All right, DSS, behave, please. Ah! Bah! Bah! It would rob me like that. Who's still with me? Can we get a vibe check, please? Y'all still with me? Who's out there? Anybody want to talk about any of the things that I was talking about earlier? Any ideas? Anything to say about any of that? You weren't here earlier? True. I was throwing around the idea of like a workshop stream where like maybe if people are learning how to speedrun Super Mario Odyssey, they might be interested in a breakdown of some like intermediate strats, some advanced strats, figure out how they work, troubleshoot the kinks and stuff like that. What kind of time frame were you thinking of starting that? I mean, Workshop Wednesdays kind of rolls off the tongue. I really don't know if I'm going to commit to it, though, admittedly. Like, it's really hard for me to advance on ideas that are not the norm just because, well, gestures at the last hour, I guess. I don't know what works. But it maybe would be kind of nice. I don't know. All right, see you later, Chody. Thank you for being here. What the fuck is happening, Mario? Like, what universe does any of this make sense? I'm losing it. Oh yeah, I said I was going to do bird trivia, didn't I? I'm okay. Woohoo! Yippee! I'm doing great. Yep. Nice cutscene, Skip Dangers. Really talented at what you do. Late to arrive if it's on Wednesdays. I mean, you're here now, aren't you? I guess you wouldn't really be able to, like, practice alongside because you work, don't you? Any Switch 2 games that you're looking forward to? There aren't really that many at all. Mario Kart was great. I'll play Donkey Kong. Is there anything else? Metroid Prime 4, yeah. We're still coping on that one. I'm surprised that the meme is Hollow Knight 2 and not Metroid Prime 4, because I feel like we've been waiting for that one even longer, but... Hello, FMD. It's a pleasure to see you. Miss your face. Thank you for the tier 1 for 45. Elden Ring? Can't you already play Elden Ring? Isn't that a game that's been out for like 2 years? Miss you too. You can always find me right here. This is where I live. It's very kind of you to stop by. Brother.